I'm Ron Martell. I live here in Madison. I think most of you know me. My big issue to you future board members is about the gym. I've been pushing this gym thing for the last 10, 11 years, but most of the school board members never wanted to listen, you know. But what I want to see done is rather than build a $6 million new gym with all the whistles and bells in the hallways and the lockers and all that sort of stuff, you're going to be spending roughly maybe $11 million to renovate a 45-year-old high school. How long is that renovation going to last before you're going to build a brand new high school for maybe $75, $80 million? I won't be around. I won't have to worry about that part of it. In fact, I'm 70, 82 years old.
We need to, the question is?
So anyway, the question is this. Are you in favor of renovating the present gym for around less than $3 million? And you're going to double the seating in it. You're going to have a nice old gym, but you're going to have a nice big gym. You can seat roughly 1,600 people, the same as you're getting up here at Dakota State.
Okay. In order to keep going, I think I'll paraphrase for you. The question is, would you support renovating the existing gym for a lesser amount, approximately $3 million, versus
maybe
$6 million for a full new gymnasium?
Right.
And Sean Miller would be first to answer, and I will give him 2 minutes.
Ron, when we started this, I think a lot of the problems started 3 years ago when they said the school was fine, we needed a gym. And that was sort of understandable. When we built the high school, they built that simple gym. At that time, they had the city armory that they used for their big events. When they built the middle school, this was intended to be a middle school gym only because we shared with DSU. Well, then somewhere along the way, everyone decided that we needed to have the boys and girls basketball, high school and college all at the same time. So now we've got some major issues with squeezing everybody in at the same time and having a gym that's big enough. So I think you're right, we do need to do something different. Personally, myself, I think if we could have got this last deal done somewhere around 11 million like you're talking about, I think a large portion of the town would have been for it. We were on the fence at $17 million. So I think if we could get it done for for 11, I think you'd have everybody on board. And I don't think it's that far off. Looking at what we were proposing to have, I'm sorry, 6 figures for a home ec lab, that's just killing me. And 6 figures to spend on arts programs, sorry. What were we getting out of there? You know, you've got the reading programs, the math programs, what were they getting? And let's start there, keep the programs there, and then we'll work from there. And then, like I said, if we have to do some fundraising, let's do some fundraising. If you want to do a capital campaign, let's do a capital campaign. I think that number you said, 11 million, you'd have a lot of people on board.
Thank you, Sean. Nathan, you will be the next to answer that question. And the question was, what would be your position to rehabilitating the existing gym for approximately $3 million versus the larger project of building a new gymnasium for the high school?
I'm not saying it could be a little less or maybe just a little bit more. You know what I mean? But at least
for approximately $3 million.
You know, anymore you're throwing that $1 million thing around like it's a $100 bill or something.
Well, part of what I want to do if I do get on the school board is to hear those type of things. I have no idea whether that's just one person in the whole city that has that idea or that thought. As far as your position of wanting to your position is to remodel.
The present gym.
Okay, so
renovate it, just like you're renovating the high school.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, and you're in favor of the remodel?
Yes.
Okay. So if there's a large majority of people that we're hearing from concerning that issue, I want to bring that to the table. But if there's only a handful of people in the community that feel that way, I want to look at what the architects that come in and what they recommend. The people in that situation, if there's only a handful, I want to listen to them as well. Not to say that your position is not important or anyone's position is not important, but I think we have to put priorities where they're supposed to be, where they should be. But I understand that if we want to have a quality school and a quality education, we have to do something to renovate and to progress in that I mean, in those areas, even, I mean, the gym, I love sports. I mean, I'm a huge fan of sports, so I want to see a quality opportunity for our athletics department. But I know that if we have 5,000 people coming and saying that they want this or they want that, and they're all different ideas, you know, that's going to make things really hard. So I guess that's why you have a school board, and you have your ears open and your mind open, your heart open to what people want and they're passionate about, and you just try to do what the majority of people want, what you know, the teachers want, bringing all the people to the table again, like we've been trying to do in the past, and work for that end. And so, thank you for your question. So.
Well, pardon me, can I interject this part of it? Are you doing something with that gym?
Okay, we need to keep, so the people on the radio can go, we have to stay with kind of the same question, which was, what is your position on renovating the existing gym for a lesser amount than it would cost to do the full building of a new gym? And Jenny will be the next on the answer. Sorry.
I appreciate your idea. Looking at the gym, I don't know that $3 million would get it done, and I don't know that it's feasible. Look at the gym now, the only space I think you could expand is north, and you're not going to have a basketball court that's going to work. I guess I just don't know. And then you're still going to have the issues of you're going to have classroom space over here, and I don't know if you're willing to go with the same plan that the architects have built now, because if you're going to go with that one, you're going to have physical education classes in the high school that aren't going to have any place to go because they can't share it with the middle school. And I also think if you add the gym on, it's going to be a revenue maker for the community. They're going to be able to host more events. It's going to bring a lot of people to town. It's going to be better for the economy of Madison. So I don't think we just renovate that gym.
Corey Gunderson will be the next to answer this question.
I'll just agree with what Jenny said. With the current plan, and the amount of students that are in physical education and the practices that we hold here at the gyms, I don't think it would work. But I'd certainly be open to discussion and look over a new plan with the architect and see what they can come up with. I don't agree with spending another $30,000 on another floor plan of a school. But I appreciate your question, and hopefully the current board members will take that into consideration when they talk to the architect. Thank you.
Thank you to Corey Gunderson, and Corey Heidelberger, you'll be the next to respond to this question.
Ron, you and I talked for an hour last week, so I think you know how I feel, but I'll share that with the other assembled guests here this evening. If you can save me money, if you can make this plan fiscally feasible and politically feasible, I'll roll with you. If we can renovate instead of building a new gym, awesome. If we could keep the existing gym, expand other things, make the other gym workable for PE, not the thing that we all want, but at least to cover the basics that we need, I can work with that too. I'm open to other plans. You know, Ron, you did some legwork to talk to contractors and things to find out that it's feasible. So I'm willing to give your idea maybe a little more credence than others. I'm not going to dismiss it and say, oh, we've already hired an architect, we've spent the money, we can't hire another, we've got to have this plan. No, Ron, you know I'll give you a fair hearing for that idea. And if it'll work and it'll save the money, let's roll with it. Keeping in mind, of course, I'm one guy on the board, and even after this election, you're going to have at least 5 people who already voted for the same plan. I can't read their minds, but they'll probably vote for the same plan again. And it sounds like odds are 50% chance at least one of us up here that you elect is going to give you the same plan also. So your plan may never get a hearing. We'll see what happens. But I do want to say that all this talk about the gym, I'd like to get past it too, Corey. Because when I hear about what makes good schools, when I hear about all the international comparisons, say, oh, we're falling behind Singapore and the kids in Taiwan are getting better scores than us. Why is America falling behind? Why can't Johnny read on his laptop computer and do spreadsheets? Why aren't we doing well? Of all the solutions I hear from the business leaders and Bill Gates and the education experts and Diane Ravitch and all these people, the solution I never hear is, well, for Pete's sakes, America just needs bigger gyms like they have over there in Taiwan. I never hear that. Never. I think we're focusing way too much on the fact that we've got to have all these kids in PE. You know, Sharon Knowlton, the principal, said we got 67% of the kids taking PE classes. I'm going to ask, why don't we have 67% of the kids taking pre-calc or business statistics or AP Lit, or AP Comp, or whatever would be suitable for them to help them with their careers in that. I appreciate the value of exercise. You folks see me doing it out on the road in my pink hat, but I think as a school, we might need to reprioritize.
Thank you, Corey. With that, in order to keep moving along, I'm